God says, "My child, I need you to listen closely to the stirring that is moving within your heart right now, for it is not your imagination, and it is not just your hope. It is the whisper of heaven pressing upon your spirit, because something that has long been delayed in your life is now rising with urgency. Someone has been holding back, someone has been resisting what their soul has always known, but the time for hesitation is over. The heavens are opening, and I am moving their heart so strongly that they can no longer deny what I have planted deep inside of them. For so long, you have wondered why they stay silent, why they pull away, why they act as if they can live without you. You have doubted yourself, you have questioned their love, you have asked me in your prayers, "God, do they even care about me the way I care about them?" My child, I was never blind to your tears, I was never deaf to your cries, and I have seen every night you lay awake wondering when the waiting would end. I tell you now, the waiting is ending, because I am breathing urgency into their heart, and they will no longer be able to ignore what I am commanding them to do. The reason they want to marry you now is not because of pressure from people, not because of fear of loneliness, not because of any shallow reason. It is because I, the Lord, have shaken their soul awake. I have shown them in dreams, in signs, and in the quiet voice within that their destiny cannot move forward without you. They thought they had time, they thought they could delay, but I have shown them that time is short and purpose is urgent. I have revealed to them that to lose you would be to lose the very one I created for them. And now, urgency burns in them like fire, they must come to you, they must declare, they must commit. You see, child, when I ordain something, no force can hold it back forever. They tried to hide their feelings because they were afraid of being vulnerable. They told themselves they were not ready. They looked at their fears, their doubts, their past wounds, and said, "Maybe later, maybe one day." But I am the God who works in appointed times, and I have set this season as the appointed time for you. I have pressed upon them with such weight that their heart will not rest until they speak, until they act, until they place before you the truth they can no longer silence. Do not think for a moment that you were forgotten. Do not believe the lie that you were not chosen. Everything that seemed delayed was not a denial, it was preparation. I had to prepare their spirit, I had to break their pride, I had to soften their heart, and I had to clear away the distractions that blinded them. And now that the veil has been lifted, they see with clarity that you are the one, the only one, the divine one I have chosen for them. My child, this urgency is holy. It is not born from panic, it is born from revelation. They now realize that their life's peace is tied to you, their soul's joy is tied to you, and their destiny is incomplete without you. When I created them, I placed within their soul a missing piece that only you could complete. They wandered, they searched, they resisted, but every path led back to you. And now, in this very hour, they can no longer resist. Their heart will move toward you with a force stronger than their fears, stronger than their doubts, stronger than anything that ever held them back. So do not be surprised when their words come quickly. Do not be shocked when they seem almost desperate to make you theirs. This is not human desperation, this is divine urgency. I am pushing them forward, because the time is now. I have aligned events, I have stirred their family, I have placed conversations around them, I have moved circumstances so that everything in their life points to one truth: you are the one they must choose, you are the one they must honor, you are the one they must marry. My child, I know you have carried pain. I know you have felt like you were easy to ignore. But what you thought was rejection was simply delay. And what felt like silence was actually preparation. For in the silence, I was working. In the waiting, I was shaping. And now, the breakthrough is here. The urgency you feel is real, and the urgency they carry is about to pour out into words and actions you never thought you would hear and see. I am the God who turns hesitation into boldness, and I am filling their mouth with boldness now. Where they once stumbled in silence, they will now speak with clarity. Where they once hid their heart, they will now pour it out openly. And where they once feared commitment, they will now run toward it, because my Spirit is upon them, pushing them into alignment with my will. So, prepare yourself, child. Not for disappointment, but for fulfillment. Prepare not for another delay, but for a sudden move of love and clarity. Prepare not to be ignored, but to be cherished. For what is about to unfold will stun you, but it will also heal you. It will be like oil poured on old wounds, sealing them with peace. It will be like water to a thirsty soul. It will be like light breaking through a long night. And when they come, do not doubt. Do not question if this is real. You will know by the weight of their words, by the fire in their eyes, by the trembling urgency of their soul that this is no ordinary moment. This is the moment I wrote long ago. This is the divine time I appointed for your union. I, the Lord, am hastening this work, and no one can stop it. Heaven has declared it, angels are rejoicing over it, and destiny is calling for it. Be still, but also be ready, for the one you have waited for is about to speak, and the urgency of their love will leave you speechless. For so long, they lived with a battle inside their chest, a battle that nobody else could see. On the outside, they pretended to be calm, in control, even distant at times. But inside, every time they thought of you, their heart grew restless. They would smile in public, they would act as if life was normal, yet in the quiet of the night, when no one was watching, they whispered your name to themselves. They tried to silence their feelings, but the truth of their heart never went away. There were moments when they convinced themselves that ignoring their emotions would make life easier. They told themselves, if I stay quiet, I won't get hurt. If I don't confess, I won't lose anything. But, child, you cannot silence love when it is born of heaven. You cannot bury what God Himself planted inside your soul. And no matter how far they tried to run, no matter how busy they tried to become, no matter how many excuses they told themselves, the truth of their heart kept shining through. They thought they were protecting themselves, but in reality, they were only creating more pain. Because every time they held back from you, their spirit grew heavier. Every time they turned away from what they truly wanted, their peace slipped away. And now, they have reached a point where they cannot keep pretending anymore. Their silence has become unbearable. Their denial has become a prison. And their heart is now crying louder than their fear. You must know, child, they always loved you. Even in the moments when they seemed distant, even in the times when you felt forgotten, the love never left. It was hidden, yes. It was covered with hesitation, yes. But it was there, constant, unshakable, waiting for the day it could finally be set free. You may not have seen it, but I, the Lord, saw it. I watched them wrestle with their feelings in the quiet places. I watched them imagine a life with you and then push the thought away, afraid of how real it felt. They stayed silent because they feared what would happen if they confessed. They feared rejection, they feared not being enough, they feared making promises they weren't sure they could keep. They thought, maybe one day, maybe later, maybe when I'm more ready. But life does not always give us endless chances, and I, your God, have been showing them that if they do not act now, they may lose the very treasure I placed before them. This awakening has shaken them. It has made them realize that their time of hiding must end. Their heart is restless because their soul knows you are the one. They may not be able to explain it fully, but they feel it deeply. Every time they are away from you, they feel incomplete. Every time they think of a future without you, their spirit trembles with sadness. And every time they imagine you walking away, something inside them breaks. This is the truth of their heart, they cannot live without you. They may survive without you, yes. They may go through the motions of life. But true living, true joy, true peace, that only exists with you by their side. That is why they can no longer delay. That is why they are ready now, more than ever before. My child, I know you have questioned their love. I know you have wondered if their silence meant they didn't care. But I tell you, the silence was not the absence of love, it was the weight of fear. And now, that fear is breaking. I am tearing it down, piece by piece, until nothing stands between you and the truth of their soul. You will see it soon in their actions. You will hear it soon in their words. They will no longer hold back. They will no longer hide. They will come with urgency, and their confession will not be half-hearted, it will be raw, emotional, and undeniable. They will say what you have been waiting to hear, and it will stun you how deeply they have loved you all along. And when that moment comes, remember this, it was not their strength that brought them here. It was my Spirit. For I have been working behind the scenes, pressing their heart, stirring their mind, awakening their soul. I have been showing them signs that they cannot ignore. I have been visiting them in dreams, whispering your name to their spirit. I have been making them restless until they realize that nothing can quiet them except being with you. Child, your prayers have not been wasted. Every tear you cried, every night you prayed for clarity, every moment you asked me to touch their heart, it has all been heard. And now, you will see the fruit of those prayers. For I am faithful, and I do not let love planted in my will go to waste. Prepare yourself, not for disappointment, but for revelation. Prepare yourself for a confession that will make sense of all the waiting. Prepare yourself for a love that is not shallow but deep, not uncertain but sure, not hesitant but urgent. For the truth of their heart is this, you are their home, their peace, their destiny. And now, nothing will stop them from running to you. There comes a time when the heart can no longer remain silent, when the weight of unspoken love grows so heavy that it feels impossible to carry. That is the place where they are right now. For so long, they convinced themselves that they had time. They thought they could wait, that tomorrow would always come, that you would always be there. But something has shifted in their spirit, something so powerful that it has left them trembling. They now see clearly that time is not promised, and chances are not endless. What changed? My child, I allowed their eyes to be opened. They saw a glimpse of what life would look like if they lost you, and the thought pierced them like a sword. It was not just a passing fear, it was a divine awakening. They felt the emptiness of a future without you, and it terrified them more than anything else ever could. In that moment, all their excuses fell apart. Suddenly, the walls they built around their heart crumbled, and they realized that delaying was the greatest risk of all. This is the urgent reason: they cannot imagine living without you. The thought of losing you has become unbearable. They see now that their life is incomplete without your love, and they know that if they do not act quickly, they could lose the chance to stand by your side forever. But there is more. It is not only fear of loss that drives them, it is also the fire of revelation. They have been receiving signs, dreams, and inner whispers that point to you over and over again. They tried to brush them off, but the signs became louder. They tried to silence the dreams, but they kept coming back. Every path they tried to take away from you only led them back to you. They are beginning to understand that this is not coincidence. This is divine design. This is destiny. They now know that you are their answered prayer, even if they were too afraid to admit it before. You are the missing piece of their soul, the one their spirit has longed for even before they understood what love meant. They may not have realized it at first, but God has been revealing it to them more and more, until they could no longer deny the truth: you are the one chosen for them. This urgency is not about rushing, it is about awakening. They finally see that waiting has only caused pain, confusion, and distance. They finally understand that delaying love is the same as pushing away their own happiness. They are done wasting time. They are done hiding behind fear. They are done pretending they can carry on without you. The stunning reason they want to marry you now is because they have realized that their life's purpose is tied to you. You are not just someone they love, you are someone they cannot fulfill their destiny without. Without you, their heart is restless. Without you, their soul feels incomplete. With you, everything aligns. With you, they feel peace. With you, they feel alive. Think of it this way, child: when I created them, I placed in their heart a longing they could not explain. They tried to fill it with distractions, with busyness, with other connections, but nothing satisfied them. Only you could. And now, the revelation has fully sunk in. They no longer want to run from it. They no longer want to hide from it. They want to embrace it with urgency, because they know this love is rare, holy, and irreplaceable. That is why they cannot wait any longer. That is why they are preparing to come to you with a confession that will change everything. They are not just thinking of love as a fleeting feeling anymore. They are thinking of marriage, of building a life, of committing fully to you. They want to seal this love with permanence, because they know in their heart that you are not temporary, you are eternal to them. And child, when they speak, you will feel the urgency in their words. Their voice may tremble, their eyes may fill with tears, but their soul will be on fire. They will tell you things they never dared to say before. They will reveal the depth of their feelings in ways that will leave you stunned. And you will realize that all along, their silence was not lack of love, it was fear. But now, fear has no power. Love has taken over. This is the urgent reason. They finally see that you are their divine partner, and they cannot risk letting you slip away. The thought of losing you has awakened them more than any sermon, more than any advice, more than any circumstance could. It was my spirit, moving within them, shaking them awake to the reality that love is fragile when ignored, but powerful when embraced. So do not be surprised when they come to you with urgency, when they speak as if time is short. They are not being dramatic, they are being truthful. They now see that every moment apart is wasted, and every moment together is a gift. They will want to make you theirs, not someday, not eventually, but now. And I, the Lord, am blessing this urgency. I am not allowing them to delay anymore. I am guiding them toward you with a force they cannot resist. I am aligning every detail, every step, so that the confession of their heart leads to a commitment sealed in love. Prepare yourself, my child, for the revelation that is coming will be greater than you imagined. The reason they want to marry you now will not only stun you, it will heal you. It will make sense of the waiting. It will remind you that I was always working, even when you could not see it. And it will prove to you that what is meant for you cannot be lost, because my hand is upon it. The moment they have feared, the moment they have delayed, the moment they have imagined 1,000 times in their mind but never dared to live, this is the moment that is now rising. They are at the edge of a breakthrough so big it will change not only their life but yours as well. For so long, their lips trembled with words they could not say, their heart overflowed with feelings they tried to hide. But now, the time of hiding has ended. The walls they built around their emotions are breaking. The truth inside them is pressing to come out like water from a fountain. In the quiet of their room, they have been rehearsing this moment. They have been thinking of how to begin, how to tell you everything. They have stood before the mirror whispering your name, practicing words, wiping tears they didn't expect to shed. They have written and rewritten messages, deleted and rewritten again. Because they know that once they speak, everything will change. And yet, they cannot hold back anymore. The urgency inside them has grown stronger than their fear, stronger than their pride, stronger than their hesitation. They are coming to you not just as someone who likes you, but as someone whose heart has been broken open by truth. They will not give you a shallow confession. They will not hide behind vague promises. They will not offer half their heart. When they speak, they will pour out everything, every feeling, every thought, every plan. Their words will be like a flood, like rain after a long drought, like sunlight breaking through after years of clouds. And when they stand before you, their voice may tremble, but their eyes will be steady. In their eyes, you will see a new kind of courage, the courage that comes from surrender. Because what they are about to do is not easy. They are laying down their ego, their fears, their old ways. They are opening themselves completely, risking rejection, risking vulnerability. But they are doing it because love has finally won inside of them. They will tell you how long they have loved you. They will tell you about the nights they stayed awake thinking of you. They will tell you about the dreams they had where you appeared as their partner, their home, their safe place. They will tell you about the signs they saw, the prayers they prayed, the moments when God whispered your name to them until it was carved into their soul. They will tell you that they cannot wait anymore, that they cannot live without knowing they have done everything to make you theirs. And then, my child, they will say the words that will stun you. They will ask not just for your heart, but for your hand. They will speak of marriage. They will speak of building a life together. They will speak of being with you not only in joy but in struggle, not only in sunshine but in storms. They will tell you they want to be your safe place, your partner, your friend, your forever. They will tell you that you are the one God chose for them, and they will want to honor that choice by committing to you fully. This confession will not be rushed, but it will be urgent. It will not be careless, but it will be passionate. It will not be rehearsed, but it will be sincere. Every word they speak will carry the weight of the waiting, the pain of the silence, the depth of their realization. And as you listen, something inside you will shift. All the doubts, all the fears, all the questions you carried will begin to melt. You will see in their eyes what you always hoped to see: certainty. My child, do not underestimate the power of this moment. It is not just two people talking. It is heaven's timing unfolding. It is destiny meeting action. It is years of prayer, tears, and preparation colliding into one moment of truth. Angels are surrounding this moment. Grace is covering it. My spirit is filling it. Because when love is spoken aloud, when it is confessed without fear, chains are broken. And I, the Lord, am breaking every chain of silence, every chain of fear, every chain of delay. You may see their hands shake as they speak. You may hear their voice crack. You may see tears roll down their cheeks. But do not mistake those tears for weakness. They are tears of surrender. They are tears of a heart that has finally let go of pride and given itself completely. And when they finish, there will be a pause, a silence so full it will feel like the whole world is holding its breath. In that silence, you will feel my presence. You will feel peace settle over you like a warm blanket. You will feel a knowing inside you that this is real, that this is right, that this is what you have been waiting for. My child, I have prepared you for this moment. I have strengthened you for it. I have healed parts of you that you didn't even know were broken so that when this confession comes, you will be able to receive it fully. I am giving you wisdom and discernment. I am giving you peace so that you will not respond out of fear but out of love. This confession, this proposal, is not the end, it is the beginning. It is the moment where love stops being a silent longing and becomes a spoken commitment. It is the bridge between the waiting and the future I have for you. And as they speak, as they pour out their heart, you will understand why the waiting was necessary. You will see how every tear, every prayer, every moment of doubt has led to this. I, the Lord, have been weaving this story with my own hands. I have been writing a love story not just of two hearts but of two destinies intertwined. And now, the next chapter is about to begin. So, be ready, child. Be ready to listen. Be ready to believe. Be ready to step into a future that is not built on uncertainty but on clarity. Be ready for love that is not hidden but revealed, not delayed but urgent, not weak but strong. Be ready, because the confession is coming, and with it will come the proposal that will mark the start of a new life. My child, when two hearts finally come together in honesty and surrender, when two souls finally speak what has been hidden for so long, heaven itself rejoices. This union is not just about love between two people, it is about destiny being fulfilled. It is about my promises coming alive. It is about the story I wrote long before you even knew each other, finally being lived out in the earth. When they confess, when they propose, when they look into your eyes and speak with urgency, it will feel like a dream. But I tell you, it is not a dream, it is my plan. It is the manifestation of prayers answered, tears collected, and faith rewarded. And I will bless it. I will place my hand over your love and make it strong. I will protect it from the storms that will try to shake it. I will guard it from the shadows that will try to dim it. I will cover it with light so that it shines even in the darkest seasons. Your marriage, child, will not be ordinary. It will be a testimony. It will show others that waiting on me is never in vain. It will prove that when I promise something, I bring it to pass in my perfect time. People will look at the two of you and see hope. They will see faith rewarded. They will see love that was tested by waiting but came out unbreakable. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, his sword drawn, his presence strong. He declares that no weapon formed against this union will prosper. He declares that the lies of the enemy, the whispers of doubt, the shadows of fear, all of them are broken. He covers you with protection so that as you walk into this new chapter, you walk with confidence, not fear. You walk with joy, not hesitation. You walk with faith, not doubt. And I, the Lord, will provide everything you need. Where there was lack, I will bring abundance. Where there was confusion, I will bring clarity. Where there was loneliness, I will bring companionship. I will open doors for you as a couple that neither of you could open alone. I will multiply blessings in your lives, not just for your own joy but so that others may be touched by your union. Your love will heal wounds you didn't even realize were there. It will restore parts of your soul that waiting had weakened. It will bring laughter to your days and peace to your nights. And when difficulties come, as they do in every life, you will not face them alone. You will stand side by side, strengthened by each other and upheld by me. Child, I know you wondered if this day would ever come. I know you grew weary in waiting. But look at what I have done. I turned silence into speech, fear into courage, hesitation into urgency, and longing into fulfillment. This is my blessing. This is my promise. This is my love poured into your story. So lift up your head, wipe away your tears, and step into this new season with joy. No more waiting. No more doubting. No more questioning if you are loved, chosen, or worthy. You are loved beyond measure, chosen without question, and worthy of every good thing I have prepared for you. The union that is forming now is not fragile, it is strong, because it is rooted in me. It is not uncertain, it is sure, because I have ordained it. It is not temporary, it is eternal, because I have written it in the book of destiny. And as you stand together, as you accept their confession and proposal, as you walk forward into marriage, remember this: I, your God, will walk with you. I will bless you. I will cover you. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will separate you from the love I have poured into this story. Heaven smiles over you. Angels rejoice for you. Archangel Michael declares victory for you. And I, the Lord, whisper to your heart, it is done. The waiting is over. The blessing is here. The union is sealed. My child, there comes a moment in life when two hearts, once uncertain and hesitant, suddenly begin to beat in perfect harmony. This is the moment that is unfolding for you now. The urgency that once caused fear and hesitation is transforming into alignment, a deep, soul-level recognition that you were always meant for each other. The waiting, the longing, the silent prayers, all of it converges here, and you can feel it in the very air around you, in the quiet whisper of your heart, in the subtle peace that surrounds your spirit. They have come to you with urgency, yes, but it is more than words. It is a force that shakes the soul and settles the spirit at the same time. You will see it in their eyes, the reflection of your own longing, the mirror of your own desires, the echo of prayers whispered in secret over countless nights. And when you look into each other's gaze, you will know that this is more than love. It is destiny. It is purpose. It is the divine alignment of two souls that were created to complete each other. For years, life may have seemed scattered, uncertain, and full of obstacles. There were moments when doubts clouded your mind, when questions haunted your heart, and when fear whispered that perhaps this love would never come to light. But now, every challenge has been removed. Every shadow that lingered in your path has been dispelled. Every confusion, every misunderstanding, every past wound has been healed. And what remains is a pure, unwavering recognition that your union is guided by divine hands. Child, do not underestimate what this alignment means. It is not just about meeting needs or fulfilling desires. It is about the merging of destinies. It is about two lives, once separate, now moving forward as one. It is about a bond that cannot be broken because it has been formed under the watchful eyes of heaven itself. The urgency that brought them to you transforms into a deep, steady certainty, a calm, profound knowing that this is where both your hearts were always meant to be. In this divine alignment, every detail of your lives begins to synchronize. Your thoughts, your dreams, your fears, and your hopes begin to resonate in harmony. You will discover that you understand each other without words, that a single glance conveys volumes, that a gentle touch communicates more than 1,000 conversations ever could. The urgency is still there, but it is refined now. It is not frantic or fearful, it is the sacred recognition of purpose, a purposeful desire to nurture, protect, and cherish each other in every way possible. They will share with you the moments of awakening that led them to this certainty. They will tell you of the signs, the dreams, and the divine whispers that pressed on their heart until they could no longer resist the call to love you openly. And you will feel, deep within, that these were not coincidences, they were deliberate acts of divine orchestration, showing that your union is not only natural but holy. It is blessed, guided, and protected. And as the two of you stand together in this recognition, you will sense the weight of destiny lifting from your shoulders. The past, the fears, the mistakes, the waiting, will no longer burden you. Every tear you shed, every anxious night, every moment of doubt, will be replaced by the certainty that you are now walking the path that was meant for you from the very beginning. Heaven itself rejoices in this alignment, and angels surround you, rejoicing in the fulfillment of what has been long awaited. Child, I want you to understand the depth of this alignment. It is not just emotional, it is spiritual. It is not only about love, it is about purpose. When your hearts align fully, they also align with my will. Every choice you make together, every step you take, every dream you pursue will carry the seal of divine blessing. Obstacles that once seemed insurmountable will now dissolve. Challenges will no longer shake your union, because it is founded on something stronger than circumstance. It is founded on destiny, faith, and love that flows from my hand. You will find yourselves speaking the same language without words, understanding each other's thoughts, anticipating each other's needs, and comforting each other in ways that feel miraculous. The urgency that brought you together becomes the steady rhythm of your combined lives, a rhythm that guides every decision, every plan, every dream. You are no longer two wandering souls seeking connection, you are two divine spirits, aligned and whole, moving forward in perfect unity. Do not fear this depth, my child. Do not shy away from the intensity of this connection. For in its fullness, you will experience a love that transcends ordinary human understanding. You will see that every trial, every moment of longing, every night of waiting has been a preparation for this sacred union. And as you embrace it fully, you will feel a profound peace, a certainty that nothing, no circumstance, no person, no obstacle, can undo what heaven has designed. Remember, child, this alignment is not fragile. It cannot be shaken by doubt. It cannot be undone by distance. It cannot be broken by misunderstanding. For it is rooted in me, the Lord, and blessed by my Spirit. Every heartbeat you share together, every glance, every word, every touch is infused with my presence. And as you walk together, you will realize that this is only the beginning. There is a life of joy, peace, and abundant blessing awaiting you, and it all starts with this sacred alignment of hearts. So now, my child, receive this moment fully. Let your heart recognize what your soul already knows. Let your spirit rejoice in the fulfillment of destiny. Let your love embrace the urgency that brought you together, transforming it into a steady, unwavering flame that will guide you through every season. The divine alignment of your hearts is complete. You are united, and nothing will ever separate you from what I have ordained. My child, listen carefully, for this is the moment of completion. The journey of waiting, longing, and uncertainty is now giving way to fulfillment, joy, and divine blessing. You have reached a place where love is no longer a question but a certainty, where hearts are no longer divided but fully united, and where destiny has revealed itself in the clearest possible way. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, his presence radiating strength, protection, and divine authority. He lifts his sword, not in threat, but in a sacred proclamation. Your union is sealed by heaven, guarded by angels, and blessed by God. He speaks to your heart first, whispering words of courage and assurance. Fear no longer, child, he says. All doubts, all hesitation, all uncertainties are removed. The love that has been ordained for you is here. It is real. It is powerful. It is unstoppable. Walk boldly into this union, for it is under the protection of the Most High. When you hear these words, your spirit will feel lifted, as if a great weight that you carried for years has been lifted from your shoulders. Every fear that once lingered in your heart will dissolve in the light of this blessing. Archangel Michael continues, every challenge you have faced, every tear you have shed, every moment of waiting has led to this. Do not look back with regret, for those experiences were the refining fire preparing you for the fullness of this union. You are ready now. You are whole now. And the one who stands with you is equally ready, equally whole, and equally devoted. His voice is both strong and gentle, filling your soul with reassurance that you are exactly where you are meant to be. He raises his sword high, and the light of heaven seems to pour from it, encircling both of you. I declare protection over your love, he says. No weapon, no words, no circumstance, no jealousy, and no shadow can ever touch this union. You are covered in divine armor. You are shielded from deception, doubt, and harm. This love is sacred, it is destined, and it is unstoppable. As his words echo in your spirit, you will feel a profound sense of safety and peace. You will know that nothing outside of heavens can alter the path that has been set for you. Then he places his hand upon your head, and you will feel a warmth and a power flow through you. Receive this blessing, he whispers, and let it fill every part of your life. Let it guide your steps, your thoughts, your words, and your decisions. May your hearts continue to grow in unity, may your souls continue to grow in harmony, and may your spirits continue to flourish in my presence. You are not alone. You are never alone. You are divinely guided, and your love will shine as a testimony of faith, destiny, and divine timing. Child, as you receive this, feel your heart open completely. Feel the connection with your beloved deepen beyond what you have ever imagined. Feel the peace of heaven entering every corner of your life. The urgency that once brought you together has now become a steady flame, burning with clarity, purpose, and devotion. It is no longer frantic, it is divine, it is certain, and it is eternal. Archangel Michael then turns his attention to the one standing beside you. Know your worth, he tells them. Know that your love has been guided by God. Know that your commitment is powerful and sacred. Do not falter in the path of devotion, for you are instruments of destiny, chosen to bring peace, joy, and blessing to one another. Protect this union. Cherish it. Nurture it. And know that heaven rejoices in your faithfulness. As his presence continues to surround you both, you will feel a shift in your spirit, a sense that nothing can ever come between you. Old doubts and old fears will fall away completely. The past will lose its power to define you. Every step forward will be guided by divine light, and every decision you make together will carry the seal of heaven's blessing. This is not merely a human love, it is a holy covenant, a sacred alignment, and a testimony to the power of divine orchestration. Archangel Michael raises his sword one final time and proclaims, "This union is eternal, protected, and blessed. May it grow in strength, in joy, and in abundance. May your hearts always beat in harmony. May your souls always recognize one another. And may every day you share together be filled with light, love, and divine purpose." No harm, no fear, no darkness can touch what heaven has sealed. Go forth boldly, and live the life that has been promised to you. Child, hear this and feel it with every fiber of your being. Your waiting is over. Your prayers have been answered. Your love has been recognized and confirmed by heaven. Archangel Michael stands guard over you, ensuring that no force can undo what has been divinely ordained. You are stepping into a life of peace, joy, and fulfillment. You are stepping into a season where love flows freely, where your union is honored, and where every day is touched by divine grace. Now, as you embrace this blessing, know that the path ahead will be full of joy, full of growth, and full of purpose. You will face life's moments together, but you will never face them alone. Every challenge will become an opportunity to strengthen your bond. Every joy will become twice as sweet because it is shared. Every decision will carry the weight of purpose because it is guided by heaven. And so, my child, receive this final blessing with an open heart. Know that you are divinely loved. Know that your union is protected. Know that your destiny is secure. Walk forward together, hand in hand, heart in heart, soul aligned with soul, and let every moment of your life testify to the power of divine timing, divine love, and divine blessing. Heaven rejoices. Archangel Michael stands vigilant. And I, the Lord, whisper over you, this is the beginning of a new chapter, a holy covenant, and a life filled with joy beyond measure. Go forward with confidence, with love, and with peace, for you are blessed beyond what eyes can see.